Welcome to Glitter Buzz Style, and this video is regarding your sunscreen ingredient products and also a few makeup products that you need to be aware about. As you know, I had eye surgery maybe 3 months ago, and I am going back this week for a second eye surgery because I have a second chalazion on my left eye now. So I'll just talk about what I had before for those who are new to my YouTube channel or blog. I had a chalazion in my right eye, and I thought it was because of old makeup. I was doing an eyeliner look, and I know the makeup from the liner got in my eye, so I thought it was from that. Cleaning my brushes is not something at the time I was doing on a regular, so I assumed that may have been a cause from it. And so after I had my surgery, I just made sure that I was just even more cautious of how I applied my makeup, cleaning my brushes, not even really wanting to put anything on my eye after that surgery. So I have really practiced that technique, maybe to the extreme, just because I'm like panicky about it. So since it's summertime, even before the summer season hit, I usually don't wear makeup every day. That's just a routine I just don't do. I probably wear makeup 2 to 3 times a week, depending on if I have an event or, you know, if I'm doing a tutorial look. I rarely put on a full makeup look, is what I mean, like foundation. I'll just usually have on moisturizer or lipstick or concealer and gloss, something just basic like that, but always my moisturizer with SPF. So I noticed after doing a tutorial, it seems to always happen after I do a tutorial. I was doing finishing a makeup tutorial, and I was taking the makeup off my face. So my process for taking my makeup off is my makeup wipes, and I literally, you know, I'm cleansing my face. That's what I'm doing. So I did all that, and I just happened to I don't know, I just went like that, or I don't know, my hand just was like right under my eye, and I felt this bump like thing again, but this time it's not visible, like you won't be able to see because it's not noticeable at all, but I can feel it like internal, like inside of my skin. So it's like similar, I guess, to when I swim and we go for breast exams, and you know, they said to always examine your breast and feel around and see if you feel something. So normally, you know, you can't see it visibly, but when the doctor presses, you know, on your chest, they may feel like a lump or something. So from having the first chalazion, I knew what it felt like and I knew what it looked like. But this, there's no, you can't see it. It's not there, but I can feel that there's something inside. So sure enough, went to the doctor, and that is what it is again. So I was trying to figure out what is causing this, because now my makeup routine is beyond perfect. So it's not my makeup and I'm not even wearing makeup like that on my face. So what am I wearing on my face that is continuing to cause this issue? And I figured it out. It's my moisturizer. Okay, it's my moisturizer, and the moisturizer that I use is a sunscreen moisturizer. Okay, it's Elizabeth Arden's moisturizer, Visible Difference, and I know I bragged about Elizabeth Arden brand like head over heels, because it's definitely worked for my skin. This is something that I use daily. I do not use this anymore. I think I stopped. Now it's been 3 weeks. I will not buy this ever again. The ingredients, I'm going to have it up because I don't want to pronounce it incorrectly, but the active ingredients, I must have allergic reaction to it. Now, I never knew I was allergic to anything, but maybe because I have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and my medication maybe doesn't work with this ingredient, why it keeps allowing this chalazion to come back. And my routine, how I know it's from it, is my routine is when I put it on my face, I put it right, you know, underneath where this thing is going. So I looked up the ingredient, and it's not a very good ingredient, but a lot of makeup brands keep it for sunscreen so it could last longer on the shelf, and it's just basically in the majority of a few makeup brands, and also definitely sunscreen. So I'm like, okay. So then Olay was a brand that I used to use before Elizabeth Arden, and I stopped using it because I noticed after years of using it, and I was using this like Olay, I was repping Olay. You use Olay, your skin, how come your skin's so this? I use Olay every day, every night. Same technique underneath the eye, and this has the same ingredient. So I guess when I was realizing my face was having some issues, I didn't know, so I stopped and had to find another brand. Then I went to Elizabeth Arden. Now I have this freaking thing on my eye again. Then I realized my concealers. Okay, so summertime, I'm not putting foundation on my face, maybe once in a while. I'm using my moisturizer religiously. And I'm also using my concealer like normally underneath my eye too. Key ingredient, the same thing as this and that product. Same ingredient, okay? So right then and there, it's a problem. So I Googled it. It was really difficult to find anyone with the eye issues, but it was redness, irritation. I remember last time my face was irritated from using the exfoliation of Elizabeth Arden. I mentioned in a video way back, I don't remember, but I did mention the video, so I discontinued using the cleanser. Now I'm no longer using their sunscreen. So you have to really be careful with the products that you get with the ingredients, because now even the SPF sunscreen, like this one is Laura Geller. And this I don't use often. I've had this forever and I don't use often, and I'm not going to use it because it has that ingredient. I know I recently, in the last few weeks, bought Palmer's Cocoa Butter, which I am a advocate for too. Their sunscreen lip balm SPF I can't use because it burns my lip. So I am definitely allergic to those products. So what I did find is a brand called Neutrogena. Neutrogena, and this is a new product, I guess, Visibly Even. And I was at Target and I was looking through so many facial moisturizers because I wanted to have the SPF in it. And this was one, and this is SPF 30, and this does not contain that active ingredient at all. This is my second week using it. So far it's okay. I don't know if it's going to be my #1 choice for facial experience. I don't know. If anyone knows a brand that they highly recommend, because now my skin is definitely sensitive since I am allergic to this ingredient, please let me know. And I want to say that not to bash any of these brands, because it's just all about their key ingredient for sunscreen. I don't know, as far as their, Elizabeth Arden's 12-hour cream is just petroleum jelly, so I haven't had any issues with that. I just won't, put it nothing under my eye, like even mascara I'm not putting under my eye, no liner, nothing at all. I will not put anything there from now on, because it's just not worth it to me to have to be going through this again. But I will say the brand Elizabeth Arden had reached out to me on Facebook. You can check out the post, is still up there. I have not taken it down and will not take it down. They reached out because I put up a picture of me trying this Neutrogena product and how disappointed I was that their key ingredient was I was become allergic to. So they wanted me to send them a private message to discuss this matter one-on-one, and I guess not to disclose it publicly, which, okay, I was going to still do a video on it, because I think as females we like to buy a lot of products, especially if someone is talking about a product heavily, that it works for them. And I do that a lot because products do work for me. So I like to recommend products. And then when there's products that no longer work for me, it's still my duty to inform you that it doesn't work for me. But it still may work for you. You may not be allergic to that ingredient, so you may be having better skin than me now because you're not allergic to it, you know. So that's great. So if it works for you, it works for you. But do your research on that ingredient. It's a lot of dangers to it. I will no longer buy anything with that ingredient. But before I end this video, like I was saying, they reached out to me, and when I posted the image, I wasn't doing it to just get their attention. I like their page, so it automatically tags them in my post when I write it. So I was like, oh, and I just, you know, kept on writing that I switched to Neutrogena, and I couldn't send them a private message on Facebook as a business. I know you can do it if it's your personal page, but I use my business page for my business stuff, so I couldn't send it that way. So anyway, I told them I would send them a message on Twitter, which I did, explaining, you know, real quick what happened. And they have not gotten back to me, which is terrible because I've worked with the brand numerous times, events, interviews, reviews. I can go on, mentions on Beauty Chat on Twitter. Check the records, check the keywords. Elizabeth Arden. No, I never got paid to talk about Elizabeth Arden because I was a customer. So, you know, I really went out to buy the product. If they sent me something and I liked it, I went out to buy the product. That's how I am. If I like something and someone gives me a product to try, if I truly like it, I will definitely go out and spend my own money on the brand. I have no problem doing that. And the fact that they reached out to kind of want to help with the situation, but they didn't do anything about it. So it was just a little bit like, really, the customer service level for that is just, you know, that's not acceptable for me as a real consumer, not just blogger, entrepreneur, but a real consumer who actually buys your product. Your customer service really didn't do its justice. So with that said, I will not be buying Elizabeth Arden products again. No, I will not. So if anyone has any other brands that they could recommend for me for skincare, that would be great. And like I said, make sure you check that ingredient out. I would hate for anyone to have to go through any irritations, rashes, or have to go through a second eye surgery. And, you know, it sucks because last time my insurance wasn't processed, so I had to pay out of pocket for the surgery. And thank God, you know, my insurance is fine now, so I shouldn't have to pay a hefty price for it. But just check the ingredients when you get your makeup. Once it says sunscreen, SPF, you really have to read those ingredients, okay, ladies? So just looking out for you all. Thanks for always supporting the blog and YouTube channel. And for more beauty buzz, fashion tips, you're going to find me always on my blog, Glitter Buzz Style.